A lot of the clubs further down in Midtown Manhattan, they never wanted to book no MCs or DJs. As time went by and they found out that we were making money, that's when they started booking us. Things started being pushed, getting pushed more downtown.
That's when a lot of the punk rockers started coming up, hanging with us and partying among black and Latinos, where everybody thought it was going to be some type of racial violence and this and that. But as Uncle George Clinton said, one nation under the groove.
We interrupt this record to bring you a special bulletin. The reports of a flying saucer hovering over the city have been confirmed.
Time to get on up, son!
Hip hop. Hip hop. Hip hop.
But I think like 82 maybe was when the Grill opened up on 3rd Avenue down around 10th Street. And I saw a tiny little ad in the Village Voice that said the Cold Crush Brothers were going to be at Negril. And I went down there with my girlfriend at the time, and we walked in, and it was a basement club, and I could hear this enormous, loud beat happening, like boom, 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 boom. And I was like, yeah. So I gave him the money, and I went down the stairs so fast, I think she was flying behind me like a flag in a cartoon. You're like, woo! And I said, oh, yeah, man. I was, standing there at the edge of the dance floor, and there were like a couple of Japanese business guys who seemed to be everywhere in hip-hop at the beginning. They're standing around there. They, always know where it's at, And me and my girlfriend. And I said, this is great, huh? She said, well, I think I'm going to have a drink. And I went over and bought 2 of them. I said, here you go. Just have them both. And because I was like, I didn't need the drink or anything, man. I was just like, let's go. Because there's nothing in this music that I don't want to hear. There's words that are kind of syncopated and rhythmic, and there's this hot drum track. It's great. This is music I've been waiting all my life to hear, and I didn't know it.
We felt so attached to this because this wasn't just something that we did for the money. I mean, we believed in this. I mean, when I left, I could play for 6-7 hours outside. And when I came home, I set my turntables up and I'd play for another 6-7 hours. You know what I'm saying? It was something I had to do.
It's history, and a lot of people don't really understand what actually happened then, because there's the pre-rap record hip-hop, before people were rhyming on records.
When Rapper's Delight came out, it got into the era where the rappers didn't need a DJ. As long as they have a drum machine on the side, you didn't need a DJ. And a lot of record companies wanted to just pay the rappers and not pay the DJs because the rapper's voice is on the record. So what do you need a DJ for?
DJs are the ones that put the MCs out there, but then the MCs became the power. A lot of MCs got away from the cultural part and got into all about the Benjamins, and they left the DJ behind.
It took a lot out of hip-hop in my heart, because I was one of the rappers who liked to rap to my DJ's feeling. If he felt good, I felt good, and my music was sounding good because he was sounding good, and vice versa. But then when it was that, it's like you're rhyming on a flat line, not a heartbeat.
We're just 3 MCs and 1 DJ, and we can get down with no delay. Mix master Mike, and what you got to say?
Buffalo Gals, Malcolm McLaren. All this scratching's making me itch. Zigga, zigga, zigga. Where's that sound coming from? The zigga, zigga. What is that sound? So one day I turned on the TV. I seen Grand Mixer's DST live in concert with Herbie Hancock. Oh, that's where that zigga, zigga sound comes from. Is that turntable moving back and forth. And then I knew that's what I'm gonna be one day. It was just so futuristic at its time. Who would have thought? I mean, there's people playing the trumpet, drums, but I just knew that this is something different. Hey, I want to move the record back and forth in my own way. Actually, I couldn't afford turntables at the time, so I bought 2 tape decks. I used to record Halloween spooky sounds or space sounds from 1999, and I would mix off 2 tape decks. And that's where I got my name, Mixmaster Mike.
Mike really communicates with the soul of the solar system. And he really, he and a few other, not just know about the aliens, they have the knowledge of having been there. You know, in other words, he knows about Earth because he's here and he's moving around in those stratas, just trying to show the Earth people what's going on. But that he's truly a Zectarian.
I got inspired one day because down from the apartment complex was a football field. And I seen these 3 lights that landed on the field out of my window. I kid you not. And that's where I got inspiration to like, maybe it was my scratching that caused these light beams to come and land. And maybe they're visiting and maybe I am actually communicating to intergalactic beings. I grew up listening to a lot of jazz and funk, and I wanted to be a part of that movement in another way instead of just being a listener.
That's Robert Johnson, the Delta Blues.
What I got here, this is life-size Cubert. As you can tell, my super physique outmatches this man right here.
I used to DJ garage parties and stuff, and there'd be some times where I'd do the same garage in other months, and I'd see this kid pop up every now and then, and it would happen to be Cubert. He would like approach me, like, "Yo, I dig what you do, Mike." So I said, "Well, I'll show you some stuff when I come to my apartment." He'd sit there and just watch me practice the whole day. Then in between my practices, he would ask me, "How do you do this? Can you do that again?"
My advice, do not show this guy your scratch that you found and developed, because he will take that and understand it so much more than you have. You know, he's like the Louis Armstrong of scratching. You know, even everyone tries to dress like him, except me though. I look a lot better. One day everyone's gonna try to look like Yoga Frog. But for now, we got this guy, the one and only DJ Cubert. This is a fader, so you can just, what it is just on and off. You know, that's all it is. It's kind of like talking, you know, you just speak what you're saying, you know. The more techniques you know, the more, it's like each technique is a word. And so the larger your vocabulary, the more articulate you can speak. Farts, burps. Beat juggling is the live manipulation and remix of music right before your eyes.